Okay, issue 74 now. So what are we going to be working on? Body panel. All these parts ending up with this. So what parts do we get? We get this part, which I've pre-painted. And the paint I'm using for the white sections now is this Rust-Oleum Painter's Touch white satin finish, and it's a little bit tricky to use because you have to really shake it well, and it tends to react if you overpaint with it and don't use the right instructions. It's not as easy to use as the Halford's paints. I primed it with Halford's white and then a couple of coats of Painter's Touch, but light, very, very light coats. And for the other sections, get that out of the way, the blue I'm using is Plasticoat Fast Dry Project Enamel, and it's blue metallic, and the code is 1350 FDE Aero blue metallic. But if you just look for blue metallic on eBay, you'll find it about £6 can. So all the blue parts I have pre-painted. Silver parts I'm leaving as is, because I don't think you'll get a better finish with paint unless you get these properly chromed. The other parts we get, shoulder detail and the fixing brackets. So the first part is just to add the shoulder detail. That just clips into place, just like that. Nice and easy. The next section is this blue section and this blue section, the silver section and the blue section. That fits on just like that. And that goes in there like that, and that's two of the black self-tapping screws. Fix that in. These are, the paint has been curing for a couple of days, so it's easy to handle without causing any fingerprints or anything. The first screw in, which is always the hardest one to get going. Once that's going, you can crack on with the second one. Nice and tight. Just tighten up this first one. And that looks like that. Next part is add the blue detail to the silver detail. Most of you will find that it's already done in the packaging. That fits together just like that, and that just fits in into here like that, and some more self-tapping screws. So I'll load up. These are all at an angle, so but you'll see that when you're building yours. And that will take 4 screws. Last couple of screws to go in. I will tighten these completely off camera. That's wrong. Right, that's that done now anyway. I'll just tighten them up off camera and I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. So we've got this panel that we've added those 2 sections to, and now we're just going to connect it to the other panels we've already done. So that with these connectors, you've got an arrow that has to be facing out on these, and then we'll just screw them in with some 6mm self-tapping screws. And I don't have that many of these, so I'm going to have to use the ones with the flange on. How's everybody doing today? Sunday the 22nd July 2018. Still hot in the UK. So that's that one. There's just 3 of these to connect. You want to get these as tight as possible on both sides, otherwise it'll be a big gap between your sections. So that's that section done. Then we bring this other previous one that we've done, and that just gets screwed to that side. I'll start with the middle one this time. And again, I'll be tightening these properly off camera, which I find is easier to do on my knee. And I'm having to, like I said, use one of these with a flange on because I seem to have run out of 6mm screws. And there we have it. R2D2. The back portion of the body, which I think is looking rather sweet. And that's it for this issue. So don't forget to comment, rate and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.